Hi, good morning everyone. Shall we start our session? Yeah. So my name is Srinivas. So from last 6 years onwards, I'm developing web applications in different companies. Okay. So from last 5 years onwards, I'm teaching this. I'm teaching the subjects. Getting this one? So Python, Django, and Django related frameworks. REST API related framework. So these all things I'm developing, sir, in my web application purpose. Are getting this one? So in this Durga Institute, from last 5 years onwards, I'm teaching the multiple technologies for developing the web applications. Are getting this one? So here we discuss. Here we are gathered to discussing about the Django framework. What is one? Django framework. Understand this one? So first of all, who can learn? Who can learn? Who can learn Django framework? This understanding is important, sir. Who can learn Django framework? And what is Django framework? What is Django framework? And what are the providing advantage Django? Okay, or else simply what advantages are provided by Django. Why we need to learn? Why we need to learn Django only? Why not other frameworks? Why we need to learn? Why need to learn Django? Why not other frameworks? So these all benefits, these all basic scenarios you need to have the knowledge, sir. You can learn Django framework. What is Django framework? What advantages are provided by Django, and why we need to learn this Django? Why not other frameworks? Different frameworks are there, sir. Why we need to choose Django only? Why not other frameworks? So these all things we need to be having this knowledge, basic thing. So once you are understanding about these all basic points, then we can start our Django related features, these all things. Do you understand this one? So first of all, who can learn this Django framework means so all Python application developers, all Python developers can learn this. All Python developers can learn Django framework. Understand this one? All Python developers can learn this Django framework. Simply. So if you want to developing, if you want to develop the web applications, if you want to developing the web applications, then we need Python related any one framework. Python related any one framework. This is the point. If you want to develop in the web application as a Python developer, then we need Python related any one framework. So for example, Python related multiple frameworks are there, but most famous framework is Django framework only. Why required to learn Django only? Why not others? So we will discuss. Wait. Let's understand this one. So before learning this Django, first of all, if you want to learn this Django, what are the prerequisites? What are the prerequisites? So we need to discuss those points. Get this one? So if you want to learn this Django framework, what are the prerequisites? Means Python language must be required to know. Python language must be required to know before. Understand, friend? So Python language must be required to know for learning Django framework. This is the point. Python language must be required to know for learning the Django framework. So why Python must be required to know, required to learn about this Django framework means, so this Django framework is purely developed on by using the Python only. Django framework is purely developed by using the Python language features. Are you getting this point? So if you want to install this Django framework, first of all in your system you must be required Python software. So when we are installing the Python software, so along with the Python software we are going to get pip commands. We are to get one command which name as pip. By using the pip command only we are going to install the Django framework. That's why in our system we required Python software if you want to work with the Django framework. This point remember. Okay, and Django is purely developed by using the Python language only. Are you understand this point? Okay, so Python, if you are learning, you can see sir here Python. So I'll show you here Python. I'm learning. Okay, so if you are learning Python, what are the benefits for you? What are the benefits for you? Okay, can see. So artificial intelligence. If you are learning artificial intelligence course, then Python knowledge is required, sir. Deep learning, different courses are there, sir. Deep learning, if you are learning, then Python is required. Machine learning, if you are learning, Python is required. Understand, sir? So data science, if you are learning, Python is required. Robotics, if you are learning, Python is required. Understand, sir? So web development, web application development simply. Okay, so web apps, I'm writing web apps, then Python is required. Understand, friend? Like this, n number of applications, n number of courses, if you want to do, Python language is required. Okay, so at the time of learning artificial intelligence, Python required. For deep learning required. For machine learning required. For data science required, Python. Okay, robotics required, and web application development purpose Python required. Do you understand this one? So like this, n number of applications, n number of courses if you want to do, then Python is must be required. Do you understand this one? Yes, sir. So that's why Python is, we can say it is a general purpose language, general purpose programming language. Python is a general purpose programming language. Why it is? People are asking, sir. Why means if you want to learn different courses like artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, data science, robotics, and number of courses, then these all courses must be required Python language related features about the Python knowledge. Okay, after that you can learn more extra concepts for artificial, for deep learning, for machine learning, for data science, like that. Are you getting this point? That's why Python is nowadays people are calling general purpose programming language to learn any course. Are you getting this one? So Java people also can use Python. .NET people also can use Python. That's why this Python is getting nowadays more demanding. Are you getting this one? Okay. So I'm not choosing these all courses. I'm not choosing, sir. I want to choose. I want to developing the web applications. After learning Python, I want to developing the web applications. So if you want to developing the web applications like Facebook, Amazon site, Flipkart site, BookMyShow application, these all web applications. So if you want to developing the web applications for your application development, understand, fine? So if you want to choose web applications after learning the Python, then we need to learn about this Django framework. We need to learn about Django framework. This is the concept, sir. Are you getting this one? So after completing a Python, course, then we are going to start Django framework for developing what? Web kind of applications, web applications. That's why we are choosing here Django framework. Are you getting this one? Okay, this point remember. So next. So what are your questions? Sir, I'll tell that one. So Python knowledge is required, sir, to learn this Django framework. That is the major point. Okay. So some concepts, basic points, if you are completing about your Python, that is enough for learning this Django. Even though if you are not completing Python, no problem, no dependency is there, sir. So starting points, you said already oops concept started. Okay, no problem. So starting points, Python, why required? Why you are choosing your basic language as a Python? Python features, Python advantages, Python coding, how we are writing, indentation we are following, sir. Python variables, how we are creating, using Python comments, how we are writing. Okay. So in Python, what data types are there? List, set, tuple, like some data types are there, sir. Just this basic points, if you know, then enough for us. So database knowledge, using Python, we can communicate with database, sir. So that time more database queries we are writing. But using Django framework, no need to write database queries yourself manually. No need to write database queries manually. Django is having a predefined structure to communicating for database. Okay. So just we are going to discuss about that that architecture, database architecture using Django. Then directly we can interact. Okay. So that's why Python, if you are not completing also, no problem. Some basic points. So if you are understanding, that is enough. What data types are there and what are the rules to developing the Python program. For example, so Java program, if you are taking Java program to print the hello word, hello message. Okay. Then class, one class name you are going to take. Then Java is follows the curly brace structure, right? So curly brace structure, Java is follows curly brace structure. Inside class, so I'm going to take public, static, void, main is the method. So again methods, parenthesis you are writing, again curly brace code you are writing. You understand, sir? Now here system dot out dot println the method. So here you are going to use string format, hello message you are writing, and then semicolon also must be required. So if you are writing this all lines code, then you are able to print this hello message using Django, sir. Using Java. So here class is having meaning, public having meaning. This is user defined name sample, and static having meaning, void having meaning, main having meaning. System is a class, out is a object, println is a method. So these all are predefined names. If you are learning about these all things, then you are able to print this hello message. Okay. But if you are using Python, so already basics, you know, sir. Okay. So if you know about print method, then that is enough for you. Just we can display the hello message. No need to use the semicolon, these all things also. Directly, what is use of print method? Just if you know that one, you can print the hello message. But using Java, you are writing these all lines, sir. But using Python, you are writing the one line code only. That's why instead of Java, we are choosing Python as our programming language. Are you getting this one? So our Django framework is developing purely by using the Python. That's why using Django framework also within the less lines of code, within the less time, by saving the cost, we can develop in the applications. Then obviously we are providing the performance. Okay. of our application. Our application performance we are increasing using the Django framework. This is the reason, sir. Okay. So like this print method, and if you are creating functions, or else loops, for loop if you are writing for I, nothing but for I in any one object, for I in object. So here we are following the indentation. We are following here onwards. Here onwards we are developing all our for loop related statements. So like this, these all rules and regulations you are getting using your Python, sir, using your Python. In Java, curly brace structure we are following to maintaining the group of lines. Here we can write a number of lines. But in Python, we are using the column structure. This is we are calling indentation. So all lines which are available in same level parallelly. So these all lines nothing but my for loop related. If you are writing any line starting onwards after for loop, that is outside of the for loop. Like these basic rules, if you know, then you can understanding this Django framework more easily, sir. No problem. I will take care of that one, everything. Okay. Without knowing any basics, ABC knowledge about, okay. So start basics also without knowing about the Python. If you are joining, then that is all up to your understanding capabilities. That is your level. Okay. So my suggestion is, without knowing at least basics also, so you can plan another batch. Okay, is fine. So if you know at least basics, then so no problem. If you are not completing also Python, then successfully you can understanding. I will take care of that one. You guys understand this one? Okay. So yeah, remember, sir, that point. While we are discussing some basic points, starting there, some days we will discuss about the database related using Django, Django projects, how we are creating, Django application, how we are creating. These all things starting days we are going to discuss. So meanwhile, your Python also going parallelly. Then we are not getting any problems. Okay. So remember that point. So what is a Django framework? What is a Django framework means? So Django is a framework which is developing on purely Python language, sir. Django is a framework which is developing purely on Python language. Okay. So first of all, discussing about the Django framework, first of all, we need to discuss about the framework. What is a framework? We need to discuss that. What is framework? Once you are understanding about the framework, then we will discuss. Are you getting this one? So framework or else introduction about the frameworks. This is the concept. You guys understand this one? So framework is nothing but a software. Framework is a software, sir. Framework is a software which is used to create the dynamic applications. Framework is a software which is used to create the web applications, which is used to create the web applications. Are you understanding this one? Okay. So framework is a software which is used to create the applications, which is used to create the dynamic applications or web applications, whatever you want, you can call, no problem. Are you getting this one? Okay. So framework is a collection of classes. Framework is a collection of classes and APIs. So it is a collection of classes. Framework is a collection of classes and APIs. API stands for application programming interface. API stands for application programming interface. Are you getting this one? So API is having three different codes. Classes also having three different code. So framework is nothing but collection of classes, three different classes and predefined APIs. APIs nothing but simply modules, you can take it. Libraries, Python related libraries, simply. Are you getting this one? So this is about the framework, sir. Framework is a software which is used to create the web applications, and it is a collection. It is having collection of classes and APIs which are used for developing the applications. Okay, this one. So collection of classes and APIs which are having predefined code. These predefined class and APIs having predefined codes, are having some predefined code for developing the applications more fastly. Okay, so these are collection of classes and APIs having the predefined code to developing the applications more fastly. So ready-made code we are going to get, sir. Ready-made code we are going to get. Okay, sir, guys, understanding one point. So here roughly I'm typing concepts wise points only, bullet points only. So you are going to get a text to files notes, typing material you are going to get, and at the same time class notes, PDF files also you are going to get, handwriting notes also you are going to get, and also there's a Django videos classes also you are going to get, for further reading purpose. Okay, so after completing 1 or 2 session, I will take your mail and I will forward day to day what we discussing. These all concepts I will send to you. Questions I will send to you. Are getting this one? So my students are from our Durga Institute. A lot of people are got jobs previously. So many people got the jobs. Okay, so those all people are working in different organizations. When they are having interviews in their organizations, okay, in their organizations, when they are having interviews, they are giving information to us. Sir, in my company, so Python interviews are going. So you can inform to our students like this. Are getting this one? So then we will inform that one. So we can attending that interview. So you may get benefits. Okay. So by attending like this, a lot of people also got jobs previously. So the people who are working already, those people are giving information. So according to that information, people are contacted and they are getting job. Lot of people got jobs already. Okay. So remember that one. So many organizations giving information to us about the Python interviews also. So those information will share to you. You need to be ready day to day reading and practicing. So when you have interview, immediately you need to attend that one. Are you guys understand this one? Okay. Okay, no problem. So frameworks are used to solve our problems. Frameworks are used to solve our problems when we face at the time of developing the applications. Frameworks are used to solving our problems when we are facing at the time of developing the applications. Understand fine? So for example, this is my application, sir. So here I'm going to write a number of lines, sir. A number of lines code I'm developing. For example, pure Python you are using to developing this application. Then so you are going to write every line manually. Every line manually you are going to write, sir. So 100 lines or else 1000 lines of code you want to write, sir, using pure Python. Then 1000 lines of code you are going to write manually. Okay. So if you are using a framework to developing the same application, Python related framework, nothing but Django. Okay. So if you are using a framework, then ready-made code we are going to get, sir. For example, when I'm typing classes, name, when I'm typing simply 1 or 2 characters CL, then automatically full name coming. That is we are calling technically code intelligence. Understand one? So your frameworks are automatically supporting the databases. Okay, frameworks providing some architecture to developing our projects very fastly. Okay, so if you are using a frameworks for developing the applications, we are saving the money, we are saving the time, we are providing the best performance of application. Okay, and we are reducing the more lines of code. Like a number of benefits are there, sir. Slowly you will understanding. When I am discussing about Python features, you are getting these all points. What overview only I'm giving right now. What is this one? Okay. So frameworks are first of all what purpose we are using. Okay. So remember that one. Frameworks are used to solve our problems when we are facing at the time of developing our application. Okay, next, frameworks are used mainly aimed to develop the frameworks are mainly aimed, sir. Aimed means a goal, frameworks goal. Okay, frameworks or else a framework. Framework is mainly aimed to develop the dynamic web applications as well as the static web applications. Okay, so framework are mainly developed for developing the dynamic kind of web application and also static applications. Okay, so using framework we can develop the web applications, static applications, like any kind of applications we can developing, sir. Are you understanding about the framework? Okay, so first of all, here framework is nothing but software, I told, sir. Framework is nothing but a software which is used to create the web application, I told. First of all, what is software? What is software? We need to know now. Okay, so that point remember, sir. What is software means? Software is nothing but a set of programs. Set of programs. Set of programs are called software. This is the point, sir. Simple one word answer. Set of programs are called software. Okay, so software is used for making the things very easy to human being. Software is used for making the things very easy for human being. Simply by using software, we are not going to get more burdens at the time of developing the applications because of software. Do you understand this one? So set of programs are called software. So software mainly used for communicating with electronic device. As a human being, we can communicate with electronic device. Do you understand this one? As a human being, we can communicate with electronic device by using this software. So electronic device means, for example, you can take bank example. You can take assumption. Okay. So using framework, what you are going to do, I'm explaining. Later we will discuss about the Django more clearly. So bank example, if you are taking inside bank, what we can do, sir, as a customer. So we can deposit money. Am I right? We can deposit the money, or else we can withdraw the money. Okay, or else we can check the balance inquiry. Am I right? Shortcut I'm writing, for example, balance inquiry method. Or getting this one? Its full name can take balance inquiry. Okay, so like this, a number of operations we can do, sir. We can deposit money using bank, we can withdraw money from bank, and we can check the balance inquiry, what is available in our account. Okay, so like this, a number of operations we can do, sir. So here, if you want to deposit some money, some employees required there, sir. Okay, if you want to withdraw, again you need to fill one form. What is the current date when you are going to withdraw money, and what is your account number, what is your account name. Okay, and your signature you are giving, how much amount you are going to draw. Like this, everything on paper you are going to write, sir, if you want to deposit or if you want to withdraw. Are you understand, friend? Then you are standing in one queue line. Multiple customers are coming to that bank. Okay, and one particular point of time you are going to deposit or withdraw, or you are going to check balance. You understand, friend? But so this bank application related softwares we are going to be developing, sir, by using the frameworks. For example, ATM softwares developing. Okay, so nowadays all people knows about ATM services. All people knows about bank ATM services. So using ATMs, can deposit money, CDM machines are there. We can deposit money, we can withdraw money from ATM. We can check the balance inquiry. We can take mini statements, last 10 transactions, 5 transactions, like this. Are you understand this one? So means using ATM, what we are getting? So using ATM software, what we are getting benefits means we are not going to bank location, and we are not standing on the queue, and we are not writing one form. We are not filling one form. We are not taking deposit withdraw. So simply we are not wasting time, sir. Okay, so we are simply going to ATM location and we can deposit, withdraw, check the balance, and query anything. Good in this one. So that's why bank application purpose, for this bank purpose, as a developer we are developing one software for ATM access, for ATM services. Okay, so this ATM services related software giving benefits or not for customers. Okay, lot of benefits providing, sir. Are you understand, sir? So that is the point. Set of programs are called software. By using software we can interact with machine. As a human being, sir, using software human beings can interact with machines to reducing the burdens on human beings. Understand, sir? So to saving time, to getting lot of benefits purpose, using software we can interact with the machines. So this is the one example for software related why required. Are you understand this one? Okay, so that point remember. And one machine to another machine, or else one electronic device to another electronic device, if you want to make the communication, then also software is required. For example, my bank is SBI bank, sir. Your bank is ICICI bank or HDFC bank. Understand this one? So from my bank to your bank I want to transfer money. How can I transfer money? Means by using the software only. Understand, sir? Because of software only I can transfer money from my SBI account to your HDFC bank account. Okay, so this is the software advantages. So for developing this software, frameworks are required. Understand, sir? So nothing but framework is also nothing but one software. Using that framework we are going to develop a number of softwares again. This is the thing, sir. Okay, first of all, what is software? See, set of programs are called software. So first of all, what is program? We need to have knowledge. So set of instructions are called program. This is the point, sir. Set of instructions or set of statements are called program. Are you understand this one? So program is performing the one task, sir. Program is performing one task. Okay, so set of programs means a set of tasks. Set of tasks are called software. For example, my ATM software can do deposit money, withdraw money, balance checking, mini transactions, like a number of tasks can performing, a number of services can performing. Are you getting this one? So program is nothing but for deposit one program, for withdraw one program, like this, a number of programs we can create. For example, in Python you can see, sir, a equal to 10. You know, sir, Python variables how creating as a Python developer. B equal to 20. C equal to a plus b. Okay, finally you are getting the result. So I want to print that result. See, are you understand this one? So this is my program, sir. This is my program. Okay, what program this is? I can call addition program. This I can call addition.py, addition program, sum program. Okay, so a value 10, b value 20, a plus b nothing but 30. You are getting inside C variable, and we are printing the 30. Understand, fine? This is the addition. So if you want to make this sum between, if you want to make the addition of two variables, then we can use this addition.py program. And same like I want to do subtraction, then one more thing I'm writing here, instead of plus symbol we are going to write minus symbol. Understand, fine? Again multiplication related, again division related, like a number of programs we can write. Okay, so here each line we can call one statement, sir. Okay, so this is one statement. 10 value we are storing into a variable, 20 value storing into b variable, and a plus b nothing but 10 and 20 we are adding, and the result we are storing into C variable. That result we are printing. Okay, so like here each line is like a one statement. The statements nothing but instructions. Here first instruction is what? Assigning 10 value to A. Second instruction assigning 20 value to B, like this. So a set of instructions are called program. This is we are calling program. Guys, are you understanding this one? So that is the definition. So set of instructions are called program. Okay, set of programs. This is one program. Again, this is one program. Again, this is one program, multiplication program like this. So set of programs are called software. This is total. This section I'm calling like a software. Are you getting this one? For example, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These all things nothing but this application, this software nothing but calculator related software. This entire one is nothing but calculator related software. Okay, so in this calculator software, multiple programs are there, set of programs, nothing but software, calculator related software. I can do addition, I can do subtraction, I can do multiplication, and can do division also. Are you understand this one? So these all basic points, knowledge required, sir. No one is asking what is program, what is software like. But if anybody is asking, minimum we need to give response. That is as a programming developer, our primary roles. Okay, that's why I'm explaining these all things. So set of instructions are called program. Set of programs are called what? Software. Software is used for interacting with the electronic device as a human being. Okay, so by using software as a human being, we can interact with the electronic device for reducing the burden on the users or customers. Understand this point? Example, bank example we discussed. And framework is nothing but software. I told framework is nothing but one software which is used to create the applications. And the software or else framework is having collection of classes and APIs having predefined code. So using framework, for example, database related, presentation related, backend business logic related, like a number of classes and APIs available, sir. All combination, nothing but collection, we are calling framework. Okay, framework are mainly developed for developing the web applications as well as static applications. This point remember, guys. Are you understand this one? Okay. So and I told why you are choosing a Django framework means for developing the web applications as a Python developer. We are choosing the Django framework. So along with Django, we have Flask framework also. Flask. Okay. So I'll tell first of all that one. Different web language, different languages are having different frameworks. So what languages are there? What frameworks are there? We will discuss language and then frameworks. Are you getting this one? Yeah. So here Java is a language, sir. Java is a language. So Java related struts framework is there, sir. Okay. Spring framework is there. Hibernate framework is there. Like this, a number of frameworks are there. So if you are learning Java language, you are going to learn these frameworks related anyone at least. Okay. So .NET language if you are learning. So MVC framework is there, sir. MVC framework is there. ASP.NET ASP.NET framework is there, sir. Anyone you are going to be learn minimum. Okay. So next, if you are learning Python language, so Django framework, more powerful framework and famous framework. Okay, and Flask framework also there. Flask framework also there. Like a number of frameworks are there for Python side also. But so after learning Python, if you want to develop in the web applications, then Django framework only learning 90% people are nowadays. 90% people are learning this about the Django framework only. Very less percentage, for example, 10% people learning this Flask framework. That's why we are discussing about Django. Are you getting this one? So once you are understanding about this Django framework, so then you can self-learning you can do about the Flask. Almost looks like Django only. Almost looks like Django only. Are you understand this one? Flask also looks like Django only. I'll tell the difference between Django and Flask after some time. Are you getting this one? Okay. So here to developing the applications, web applications, we need to have knowledge. We need to have the knowledge about any one language like Java, .NET or Python, any one, and that language related frameworks. Understand this one? So here we are Python developer. Already we are learning Python, sir. That's why we are going to learn about the Django framework. Okay. So why you are choosing Python language? Why not Java, .NET? Means at the time of learning Python only you are getting that benefits. Okay. Using Python, less code we are writing, easy syntax we are writing, memory management, no need to worry. Like n number of benefits are there, sir, using Python. That's why we used Python instead of Java and .NET. Okay. Nowadays, this Python is also getting more popular. Are you understand this one? So Python, Django framework is developing purely by using Python. So using Python, lot of benefits you are getting. Obviously, using Django framework also, lot of benefits you are going to get. So compared to Java and .NET related frameworks, if you are developing any application by using the Django framework, majorly we are getting, sir, majorly we are getting cost saving, project cost we are saving, sir. Okay. And time duration of the project we are saving. Okay. And performance increasing, application performance is increasing. Understand, sir? So any application if you are developing, majorly people are focusing these 3 points, sir. Because of these 3 points, lot of benefits also you are getting, but majorly focusing these 3 points. What are means? So within the less cost, within the less time, within the less cost, within the less time, I want to developing the best application. Okay. So these 3 points by using the Django framework, we can success, we can get compared to Java related and .NET related. Are you getting this point? So Java and .NET old and only popular from last 20 years onwards, but Python from last 5 years onwards popular. Okay. So Java and .NET, for example, 20% is raging markets, raging market nowadays. Okay. But my Python is almost five times double, 5 times increasing. Okay. So 100% raging. Are you getting this one? So Java graphs are, for example, if you are taking Java graph like this, slowly going. Okay. But here only started my Python graph suddenly increasing like this. Understand this one? So that's why people are learning this Python and Python related Django framework. Okay. So instead of Flask, why we are choosing Django only? Means using Django, we can develop different types of applications, large scale applications, small scale applications, like a number of applications we can develop. Right now, you don't know what is large, what is small. That's why I'm not telling right now the differences between the Django and the Flask. Understand this one? So once we discussed about all Django related features, then I'll tell about the Flask. Then you will understand more easy, sir. Do you understand this one? So to developing any one application, web applications, then we need to learn any one language and that language related frameworks. So here we are learning Python language. That's why we are going to learn the Django first to developing the web applications. This is the point, sir. Is it clear, guys? I hope you are understanding. Okay. Yeah. What is Django? What is a Django? So you are getting, sir, already. So Django is a framework which is a purely developed. Django is a web framework of Python language which is used to create the web applications. So Django framework is used to create the web applications, and Django is purely developed by using the Python language. Understand, fine? That's why using Django framework, if you are developing any applications, so within the less time, within the less cost, we can providing the RS, we can develop in the best performance of the applications. Advantages. Are you guys understand, fine? Okay. So Django framework and Django follows a dry principle, sir. This is one of the benefit one. Django follows dry principle, dry architecture. Architecture is different, principle is different, sir. Okay, later you are going to get architecture. So Django follows a drive principle. Drive stands for don't repeat yourself. Understand, Swan? So don't repeat yourself, sir. Yes. So once if you are writing any code, that code we can use in a number of times for further application development. Okay, this is when you are discussing about the Django related concepts. Don't repeat yourself related coding you are getting. So for example, we can take Python, sir. Python functions concept is there, sir. By using a def keyword you are writing, sir, function. For example, this is my function. Okay, so here you are writing some logics, whatever you want you can write. So why we are writing functions? So Python functions having group of statements. Python functions having group of statements for executing purpose. So function is maintaining a group of statements. Okay, one time you can write these all group of statements inside your function, and this function name we can use a number of times wherever we want. This function we can use a number of times where we want. Nothing but by using the Python functions we are going to get the code reusability concept. Code reusability means one time you are writing and number of times we can use in our application development. So without writing multiple times, single time you are using and you are writing and you are using a number of times means so we are not writing again and again. So that is you are calling drive principle. Don't repeat yourself. Okay. Some frameworks wet principles following, sir. Some frameworks follows the wet principle. Wet means write everything twice. Write everything twice means multiple times they are writing. Multiple times they are writing. Okay. So Django having templates concept. That time you are going to get a drive principle, wet principle more clearly, sir. Do you understand this point? So this point, remember, using Django, we are not developing the files multiple times again and again. One time we can write, and a number of times we can reuse that one. Okay, and Django is a open source. Django is a open source. Python is open source, you know already. Freely you can download and you can install, you can develop your application. So Django framework is developing by pure Python. That's why Django also is a open source framework. Directly without paying any money to any organization. Okay, directly we can download and we can developing our application by using the Django framework. Are you guys understanding this one? So that's why people are choosing this Django framework also. Is it clear up to here? Okay. So to developing, see here, this is my application. Okay. Okay. So here, total 3 sections are. Okay. So here, this is we are calling presentation. Presentation. Nothing but front end coding. Front end coding. This is we are calling business logic. Back end code, sir. Back end code. Front end code. Back end code. And this is DB, database knowledge. Okay. So if you are developing any one application, front end code is required. So users, nothing but for example, users are there, sir. Okay. So will there here means users are there. Organization. So users by communicating with the front end, users via front end, nothing but presentation. Okay, so they are interactive with our backend code, sir. They are interactive with our backend code. So my backend code interacting with the database. Understand point? Now database information we are giving to backend based on our record, and this backend information we are sending to presentation, front end part. This front end code, present end output or else response. So end user can see and feeling happy. Are you understand, Span? So if you are developing any application, so both front end code required, back end code required, and database knowledge also required. Are you getting, Span? So to developing this back end code, we are going to learn here this Django framework. Okay, so by using the Python plus Django, so we are going to develop this backend. Okay, and to interact with database purpose, we require to know about any one database knowledge. So in our Django sessions, we are going to discuss about the MySQL DB. Once you are understanding about the MySQL DB, if you want, you can connect with Oracle DB, MySQL DB, SQL Server, MongoDB, like a number of databases you can communicate, sir. All are looks like same procedure. So I will take care all about this one procedure. Okay? So myself only I'll teach about this MySQL also according to our application development. Okay. So and if you want to develop this presentation for user interaction purpose, always users are interacted with front end only, sir. Our front end code interact with back end code interact with DB. Okay. So users are directly not interacted with the back end, always interacted with the front end. So to developing this front end purpose, what we required means UI technologies required. UI technologies are nothing but HTML. Understand, fine? So we require what? HTML and CSS. Okay, Bootstrap, JavaScript, like a number of things. Okay, so by using this HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, these all things, presentation code we are going to be developing. Guys, are you understand? So while we are developing our Django applications, I will take care about these parts. I will take care about both UI code, front end code, back end code, MySQL code, according to our application development. Okay. So more clearly, if you want to get about the UI coding, okay. So if you want to becoming like only presentation developer, then more depth you need to learn about HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, jQuery, like a number of things are there, sir. Okay. So these things you need to learn. So separately UI course only there batch. So that is taking 2 months time, sir. Separately UI batch taking 2 months time. Understand, fine? But our total, our Django duration we are taking 45 days, 45 sessions, sir. Understand, fine? That's why we are discussing here majorly about this Django by using this Python knowledge. But separately Python you are learning, sir. Almost you are spending 45 days to 60 days, sir. Okay, 45 days to 60 days, sir. Nothing but 1.5 months to 2 months you are spending for Python. Understand, fine? So now we are going to learn about this Django only in our session. While we are developing Django application, the front end I'll take care what we required for working with Django. Back end I take care what we required for interacting with database. For storing, I want to store some data into DB. I want to update. I want to delete like this. And number of operations I want to do are on my database using my front end. So these all things I will take care in our Django session only. Are you guys understand this one? Meanwhile, so if you have time, more depth, if you want, you can read it about the UI technologies, about the data separately. Separate database courses also going, sir. SQL course, SQL course, ML course, 1 month course, sir, 1 month and a half month. Separately, they charged 1,000 rupees. Understand? So as a framework developer, Django developer, we need to interact with these all things. Okay, so that's why this is my responsibility. I will take care of all these things. Is it clear, guys? Okay, yeah. So history we need to discuss, sir. First of all, we need to discuss about the history, Django history. Once completing Django history, Django futures we are going to be discussing. Django futures we are going to be discussing, sir. So what are the Django features? Okay, so many features are provided by Django, sir. That's why we are choosing a Django framework for developing the applications. Like this, we are giving conclusion in interviews, sir. Okay, so what are the features provided by Django? What is the history of Django? We need to discuss. Once completing of history and features, then you are understanding about the Django framework. Why I need to learn? Why I am choosing this Django framework as my framework instead of other frameworks. Guys, is it understanding for you? Okay, yeah.
Hello, sir.
So
Hello.
history I will start, sir. History I will start. So it takes certain minutes time. Wait. Okay.
Hello.
So when Django was started, who started? Why they taken our framework name as Django only? Why not other name? Sir, here our framework name is what? Django. Django. Here D is silent, sir. That's why we are calling Django. Okay. So remember that point. When you are attending interview, don't call the Django. I know Django like this. If you are calling like this, then people are understanding you know about Django. Here D is silent like this. Some people are thinking like this. If you are pronouncing Django, some people are rejected your job. Okay, selfish people. That's why professionally you can call Django. Understand, fine? So why they taken our framework name as Django only? Why not other name? Okay, so these things we need to be developing. We need to be learn now. What is this one? Okay, so when developed Django framework means in the year 2003 they started, sir. In the year 2003 only Django was started. Understand, fine? So Django was started. Django was started as an internal project, sir. As an internal project. Django was started as an internal project in where, sir? In so and so company. What that company means? That company name is Lawrence Journal. Lawrence Journal World. Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization. Newspaper Organization. This is the company name, sir. Are you getting this one? So in the year 2003, Django was started as an internal project in Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization. This is one newspaper related company, sir. For example, Enod company, Sakshi company, Andhra Jyoti, Andhra Prabha, like so many news channels, sir. Okay, so these all channels also require software, sir. Are you getting this one? So same like here. So for this Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization related as an internal project, they started Django. Okay. So why they started Django as an internal project? So this all history we need to discuss first of all. Are you getting this one? Okay. So who are the authors? Who are the authors? So here two authors are developing our applications, our framework. Two authors are developing our framework. So who are the authors of Django? Means Adrian and Simon Wilson. These both are developers of the our Django framework. Okay. So the original authors of Django framework are Adrian and Simon Wilson. These both are called web developers. Okay. Adrian and Simon Wilson both are web developers of this company, Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization. Okay. So in this company, these people are working as a web application developer. So for this company purpose, they both are developing the so many applications. They are creating multiple websites as per the organization requirement. Understand, fine? So these both are web developers. These developers are developing multiple websites as per the organization. Understand, fine? So they use to create the same code. In all the projects. Multiple projects they are creating for this organizations. In all projects, they are used to create the same code in all the projects, which has taken more time. Now we can see one conclusion I will give you. Okay, see here. This is I taken one file. So this is one application, sir. App 1. For this application 1 related, database related logics I want to be performing. Database related logics I want to be performing here. Understand this one? Okay. Next, I want to make it admin application is there, sir. For every application, admins required. For example, Book My Show, if you are taking Book My Show application, owners are there, sir, admins, developers. Okay. Amazon site, Amazon application, owners are there. Facebook owners are there. Mark Zuckerberg, like this. Okay. So like for every application, admins also required to handling that applications, and customers also there. Okay. So database coding required, admin code is required, and authentication coding is required. Authentication means login, logout, login, logout, registration, profile, these all things are. Okay. So for example, Gmail you are login, Facebook you are login, understand fine? And different sites, Book My Show, we can log in and we can book the tickets. WhatsApp you are login. Okay. So like this, n number of applications when you are developing, all applications required login, logout, registration, these all pages. So I need to develop authentication related pages. Do you understand this point? So database related, admin related, authentication related, templates in Django, HTMLs we are calling templates. In Django, HTMLs we are calling templates. Okay. For login purpose, login HTML, registration purpose, register HTML, logout purpose, logout.html. Like this, we are going to be developing coming session. Understand, sir? So like this, they are developing one application, sir. Now they are going to develop another application. Okay, so developing one application, they are started one more application. For this application also, database knowledge required. For this application also, database knowledge required, admin knowledge also required. Understand? Authentication related also required, sir. And next, templates knowledge also required. Are you understand? So along with these all things, some extra features they are writing, some extra logics. In this application, you created only these things. Okay. So these all things again in application 2 also we are using. And plus some extra concepts we are using, sir, here. Some extra concepts we are using. Okay. Again, I'm developing one more application. This is what top 3. Okay. In this application also, database related logics required, admin related logics required, authentication related logics required, templates related logics required, plus some extra concepts. Okay, new code we created for different logics purpose, different behavior purpose. Are you guys understand? So these all codes are code in application 2 you created, in application 2 also we created all these logics plus some extra code we are writing here. All right. And here in application 1 also we created all these logics. Are you getting this point? So like this, when they are creating multiple applications for their organization purpose, so multiple times the same code they are writing in all applications. So that's why they are feeling like burden. We are writing multiple times same code again and again like this. Okay, they are feeling. So after feeling like that, they taken all common features from application 1. What are the common code is there? Database, admin, authentication, templates. In application 2 also same common code is there. In application 3 also same modules are there, sir. Here each one is like one module, database module, admin module, authentication module, like this. Okay. So they taken all common modules which are available in all applications. Okay. They taken all common modules and maintained in separate place. In a one file. Okay. So they taken all common features and store into one file. That file name becoming like our Django framework. Understand, friend? Why they taken Django only? Why not taken other name? I'll tell wait sometimes. Are you getting this point? So while developing multiple applications, so what are the required for all applications? Same code. Those all common code taking into separate file. they taken one name as Django. Okay, so that Django file next onwards, instead of using these all code again and again writing purpose, so instead of that, that's Django file name only importing, sir. Django file importing here, again a Django file importing here, but not writing manually coding, sir. That framework file importing, that file having a database code, admin code, authentication code, templates code, all things. Okay, without writing developers, already they developed framework people developed, they given these all modules. Okay, so if you are using this framework to developing your own applications, you no need of writing code for database, admin, authentication, templates related. Ready-madely you are going to get all modules, and we are going to write remaining code. Understand, fine? So these all ready-made code, comes up to 80% code, sir. These all ready-made modules, nothing but our authors Adrian and Simon Wilson are developed 80% of the code inside our Django project on Django framework only. Okay, so by using that 80% code, we are going to develop remaining 20% of the code. Then finally you are going to develop your own application 100%. Are you understanding, sir? So that's why people are using this Django framework to developing their own applications. Why means Django framework is having 80% default coding. We can reuse this 80% code, and we can develop remaining 20% of the code. So 80% already is there, means remaining 20% development time is taking less. Okay, so within the less cost, within the less time, we can provide best applications. That's why people are choosing this Django as their framework for developing the applications. Is it clear, guys? Okay, so without writing multiple times, they are taken like this separately. Okay, so these both developers are called web developers, and they are used to create the multiple websites as per the organization requirements. Okay, next, they use to write the same code in all projects which has taken more time. This is the explanation, sir. I explained already. Okay, so later they decided, or they thought that to reuse this code with a new project. If we want to develop any new project, we will use this common code again in new project. Okay, without writing like this decided, sir. So that's why they factor out all common features. Factor out means find out what are the common code is available in all programs, like this. They find all common features from all existing websites, and they created a new framework. Understand, fine? So they created a new framework. By using this new framework, they developed multiple new applications. These all new applications giving best results compared to previous programs. Okay, within the less time, with less cost, giving best performance. That's why these developers are interested to developing this framework more and more. Okay, interested to developing this framework more and more. Are you getting this one? Okay, so these two developers wantedly they are not, sir. As an internal project they started, but finally using that framework, people are getting they are getting lot of benefits. That's why these both developers are thinking like, okay, by using this framework, if we are developing any other application, then people are definitely getting a lot of benefits. So we will add some more extra features to this framework. Then one fine day, lot of people can use our Django framework. This they decided, sir. That's why they keep continuously adding the new features to our framework. That's why different versions we are getting. Okay, Python 3 version, 3.6 version, 3.7 version. Like Python new versions are coming, means when we are getting new version, latest features adding. Okay, same like Django also different versions getting, sir. Are you guys understanding, fine? Okay, so why they taken our framework name as Django only, means our both developers Adrian and Simon Wilson are loving music, sir. These both developers are loving music. Okay, so one famous guitarist person is there, sir, in America. Okay, one famous guitarist person is there. Guitarist person. So his name is Django Reinhardt. Okay, this is the spelling. Okay, one famous guitarist person is named as Django Reinhardt is there. So our Adrian and Simon, our developers, Adrian and Simon are music lovers. Okay, so they both are loving this person, Django Reinhardt. That's why they taken our framework name as Django based on this person name. Initial days they taken like a Django Reinhardt, but while this going on, so this Reinhardt removing, they make an like a finally they make like a they created like a Django as our framework name. Understand point? So why our framework name they taken as Django only? Why not other name? Means so Django framework is developing by Adrian and Simon Wilson. They both are loving music. So they both are they both are loving one guitarist person is named as Django Reinhardt. So based on that person name, they taken our framework name as Django. Are you understanding this benefit? Why our framework name taken as Django? Means this is the reason. Okay. So you have sir Django framework. Finally, you have what? Django framework. When they started in the year 2003, already I told. Okay. Now in 2005, they released it to public. Okay. So they released it to public as open source. As what? Open source with a free cost. Understand one? So in 2005 they released it to public. 2003 they started. Up to 2005 in Lawrence Journal organization only internal project purpose they are using. Okay. In 2005 our developers are decided to release this one to public for developing their own applications. Okay. If they are released to public means myself I can use, yourself you can use, like all company people can use this Django framework. Understand this one? Okay. So this framework was developed in which companies are Lawrence Journal organization. So any company, so expecting the money, sir. If they are introducing any new application, they are expecting money, sir, by selling them by selling that product. So they are expecting money, sir. Understand this one? If you want Django product, then I need to pay money. I will buy that Django software. I can use that one, sir. So if I'm buying Django means these company people are getting lot of profit. Okay. So these people are expecting the profits, sir. By selling this Django framework, we will get profits like this. They are decided, sir. But our Adrian and Simon are developers, sir. Nothing but employees of this company, sir. So these two developers are not decided like that. No, we are not selling this framework. We will give freely to public. Then only lot of people can use our Django. Otherwise, if we are taking charge from the, by this Django framework, okay, then people are not interested to use our Django framework. Like this, they decided, sir. That's why they release it to public as open source. Are you getting this one? So when they release it to public as open source, so for these two employees getting some problems from this company. Okay, these two employees getting some problems from this company. Why you are releasing to public without asking my permission like this? They are scolded like something. Okay, that's why these two people are decided to resign that job in this company, sir. These two people are decided to resign that job and they started their own organization, own company they started, sir. Okay, in 2008 they started their own organization named as DSF, nothing but Django Software Foundation. Company name, sir. Django Software Foundation. This is the company name. Okay. So Adrian and Simon Wilson started Django Software Foundation in 2008, and they are spending a lot of time on this Django framework to adding new features continuously. That's why they start this company. Are you understand this one? Okay. So when they released the first time, so Django 1.0 version, Django 1.0 version, they released it to public in 2008. When they started, okay. So up to that, no versions is there. Normal versions, normal work only they released. In 2008, they released officially 1.0 version to public. Okay, so in 2019, so some Django 2.x related, okay, 2.x related versions they released to public in 2019, for example, maybe April months. Okay, so in 2019 December only Django 3x version also released. Different versions are, when versions are increasing means features are adding. Okay, so in 2019 December only 3x version also released. Are you understand fine? Okay, so whatever the versions we can use, so generally Django 3x version or 2x versions we can use. Are getting this fine? Latest projects I'm talking. So this is the history about Django sir. Okay, so one more time can see. So when they started 2003, they started Django framework as an internal project in Lawrence Journal World newspaper organization. For the authors means Adrian and Simon. Okay, so why they taken our framework name as Django only means they loving one guitarist person is named as Django Reinhardt. Based on this person, they take a name as Django. Okay, in 2003 they started already. We discussed. In 2005 they released it to public as open source. In 2008 they started own organization and they released versions. Okay, so first of all, why they started Django as framework means these both developers are developing multiple applications for their applications purpose. A lot of coding again and again they are writing, sir. So many modules they are writing multiple times, sir. That's why they are feeling like burden. Okay, they take in common features separately and they maintain in one place. That file name taken as Django. This is all history, sir. Are you getting this part? Okay, remember, sir, up to here history. So tomorrow session Django related features I will explaining. Once you are once you are learning, once you are listening the features about Django, then you are understanding more advantages about this Django. Why I need to decide this Django as my web application development, as my web framework for developing the web application. Are you getting this part? So you need to plan tomorrow session also. Then more clearly you will understanding about the Django. So only some major points only I given, some basic points only I given, sir. Tomorrow also you are going to get some more other points. And I told regularly I will share documentation, sir. See what we discussed here. Typing material, text file material you are getting. So different languages, different frameworks. What is Django? Okay, and the history about the Django. So right now I told these all points. 2003 started, Adrian and Simon started. Okay, why they started, why they take a name as Django, when they release it to public. Okay, these all points. Typing material you are also getting. Same thing, PDF files, class notes also you are going to get, sir. PDF files, documentation. Previously my offline batch notes I'll forward to you. Okay, and video sessions also you are going to get. For if you are missing any one session because of any urgent work, then you can read the video. You can learn from that video session. Is it clear? Okay. So tomorrow session more we will discuss. Thank you guys. So I'll stop this session recording. You can ask doubts if you have anything.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, guys. So do you have any queries?
Hello.
Indra?
Able to hear me?
Shiva?
Yes. Yes. Hello, sir. Yes, this is Indra.
Is it clear so far? Do you have any queries? Come on, guys. Yes, sir. So in our sessions, so MySQL databases we are communicating regularly. Once you are understanding about the MySQL database, Oracle also same thing. Only one name, one line only we are changing. Okay. Instead of MySQL, just MySQL we are writing. MySQL related, instead of MySQL, Oracle you are writing inside our programming while we are writing. If you want to use our database, that another name, for example, SQLite 3, another database, SQLite 3, just inside our Django coding, so database settings are there. There only which database you want to communicate, the database line name only we are giving. Remaining all as it is. Understand fine? And Oracle, MySQL, MongoDB, SQLite 3, like so many databases are there real time. So all databases are third party databases. Okay. For every database related separate module they are developed. They developed their own shells. Oracle people developing one module, MySQL people developing one module, and MongoDB people developing one module to interact our Python application with their own databases. Okay, so which database you want to connect, that module you need to install. Just that is enough. I will take care for Oracle what module is there, how we are installing. MySQL what module is there, how we are installing. Like this, I will take care. Do you understand this one? So if you know about one database, that is enough for remaining all databases as the structure. Coding we are not writing, only settings only we are changing. Programming settings. Is it clear? Guys. Sir, if you are learning separately UI technologies, then more presentation you are going to get a 2 months course they are teaching. Okay. So for developing web applications, for example, one CRUD operations I want to develop. So CRUD operation means I need to develop the front end for creating purpose one HTML, updating purpose one HTML, deleting purpose one HTML like this. So these all things how we are developing that related UI technology also I will take care in our session separately. Okay. So after after completing some Django sessions about the UI, I'll take some classes, and by using that knowledge we can develop remaining our Django programs. Okay, so HTML related, CSS related, Bootstrap related, majorly I'll take care here, sir, while developing our Django application with the front end also. Do you understand, fine? So basic, using HTML, generally what we are developing, HTML coding structure is what tags we are writing, anchor elements, nothing but links are images how we are displaying images concepts, and tables how we are displaying, ordered list, unordered list how we are displaying. So header elements h1 to h6 tags are there. Like these things, majorly what we are using inside HTML, those all things I'll take care. Using CSS, what rules are there? So CSS types are there, 3 types. I will take care those types, inline CSS, internal CSS, external CSS, like this. So those types how we are adding to our HTML. Like these all the rules what required for learning our Django. I'll take care and I'll give you soft copy also for learning purpose. Separate HTML related code I'll give you, separate CSS I'll give you, separate Bootstrap related rules, regulations related files like this, like this text files I will forward to your mail, then you can understand more easily. Okay, so meanwhile if you are feeling like you have time, then you can learn more in depth UI technologies. That is your wish. Are you understand, Span? Okay, come again, any doubts? Okay, so guys, if you have any queries, can ask. Otherwise, I'll close and we'll meet tomorrow, guys. So shall I close session? Okay, guys. So I'm going to close. Have a nice day. We'll meet tomorrow. See you. Bye.